Hey everybody. So I wanted to talk about something kind of interesting today. It's demonic, like energy messages, and even the demon, like the devil, like itself, like manifested in certain music and even horror movies. Now, I am personally a person who enjoys horror movies more than probably any other genre. Now, as a Christian, that concerns me on a level of I know that these creations, these films, like, were not like there was some kind of demonic thinking, like the person behind the story of whatever horror story it is probably had like a demon, like, and that's why they wrote that. Like it's not like you're ever watching a horror movie and it's like you ever feel the spirit of like Jesus and like God, like it's always like the opposite, like fearful and all of that. And so that's on one hand, where you have horror movies having because I'm gonna go more in depth with that, with the whole movies, but the other thing is the music. And not to call out any artist specifically, but I do feel like what we do hear on the radio, like a lot of what we hear on the radio is not necessarily like aligned with like Christianity. Like we're hearing about like the three things in particular that people like to talk about, that they just, I don't know, they find it enticing, it's sinful, it's whatever. Money, drugs, and sex are the three things that are talked about in music, especially nowadays, that are so commonly like terms that are so commonly brought up in music that we just completely look past it. Like we're not even thinking about the lyrics of the music that we're hearing, but we could be, I mean, it's not everyone's first choice, but like we could be listening to music on a daily basis that praises God. Think about how empowering like you would be, like how empowered you would be, how like much of like an empowering like it would just I that's just the word, like empowering is what that would be to you. Like, but I know that it's not difficult to listen to like gospel music, but nowadays people have come up with so much like creativity within music. Like there's so many genres that praise God. Like you could listen to heavy metal that praises God, like rock that praises God, country music that praises God, jazz that praises God, pop that praises God. Like there's any genre that you like, you can find a specific niche that praises God, which is so beautiful. But the problem is that the mainstream of music right now is promoting demonic ideologies and just not really even, it just is there and it's not really being talked about. It's just more of like something that is in our face, but isn't, just in the shadows at the same time. Like it's like if you know about it, then you know, but if you don't know about it, then you're being fed these like messages like you're, listening to this, nice song, da da da, but the lyrics, they're programming your brain. They are. What you listen to, it changes your mindset. Same thing for what you watch. If you're watching a bunch of horror movies, you will be fearful. You're gonna view the world as scary, and like you're just gonna be like scared of like almost everything. Like, because that's just the way that horror movies work. They make you have the emotion of being scared. Like, whereas you don't have to watch, and this is my point. You don't have to watch these movies, and you don't have to listen to this music. Like, we all have the choice to consume the media that we want to consume at the end of the day. And it doesn't have to be the default. Like, we don't have to do what everybody else does. Like, if you feel like something's off, if you don't want to act like everybody else, then don't. It's so simple, because you actually have that option. And you don't have to follow God either. You don't have to follow God, but that's always an option. Always. He's always there. So I want to revisit my point about horror movies, and just since I've seen so many horror films and creations that are meant to be scary and this and that, I think that I really do think about the brains like behind these creations, like these people are not mentally stable, these are people that come up with complex, malicious like films. Like these are ideas that are disturbing, and people have it now has turned into a culture of people finding these like disturbing like films, because they are disturbing to a certain point, like actually enjoyable. And it's like we've completely flipped the script almost on what's acceptable and unacceptable. So just keep your brain sharp, question everything, and thank you for listening.